so cold outside, my brother. I don't want pull no trigger. I just want this, cause I'm going place.
Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another creation video. I saw this nail design on my Instagram reels and I just had to recreate. Shout out to Stiletto in a Coffin, I hope I said that right, for coming up with such amazing design. It's given denim jean, duck nail denim jean. It's so beautiful. I came across it and I was like, I need to recreate this because those nails are fire. Like, how do you guys come up with such crazy things? Like, I wish I could be this creative like you people. It's so beautiful. Shout out to you, Stiletto in a Coffee. The nails are beautiful. So starting off, I'm using just my regular nail tips. I saw this nail arc, this duck nail arc on not polish. If you don't have duck nail tips, she literally took the bigger sizes of normal nail tips and just cut the bottom and use it upside down. And I tried doing the same thing and it worked for me, and I think you should do it in case you don't have the funds to start getting duck nails, or you're just not ready to get duck nails. You could just use your old tips, those sizes that you never get to use, those big sizes you never get to use. You can just use them, and trust me, the transformation is just beautiful. So going in, I like to file down my tips and around the tips of the tip the tips of the tip, so it can kind of blend to my natural nails. I won't be having some kind of bumpy application, so that when I'm applying my acrylic, it's kind of goes smoothly. Doesn't kind of the area around the cuticle side is not so lumpy. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but basically that's it. So I went with this acrylic powder. I just got it from my local vendor here in Nigeria, and this was the first time I used the shade. It doesn't really have a name. I got the shade from her in shade 45, in shade 45 acrylic powder, and this was the first time I was using it. And honestly, I don't know if it's me or it's my manual, but I was frustrated. Like, I will not lie. Like, I feel like my manual and this particular acrylic powder, they don't just blend together. Like, it doesn't just go, because the old thing was just pouring, and I tried my best to remedy the old thing, but it wasn't working. So my application was just a big mess. It wasn't just working for me. At some point I was actually tired of doing these nails. Like, I just wanted to give up, but then I liked the color of the acrylic and the nails were just too beautiful not to try out. So I just decided to like give it a go ahead. I tried my best. I tried to figure out how to use it, and the best way I could use it was after picking a bead, I dry out the remaining acrylic liquid from my brush and just give it like wait for like 10 seconds, so the acrylic can kind of sit, or will I say, I don't know the word for it, but I just waited 10 seconds, sorry. Why do I keep saying 10 minutes? I waited 10 seconds before I applied it, and so far it was actually coming into place. I think it was just too liquid, this whole thing. Like, I really wasted a lot of acrylic, but I made it work. So I'm going to be saying again, just like I said in my previous videos, that when I'm applying my acrylic, I don't have a specific bead I use whatever I feel comfortable with, and I feel like you should do that. I feel like you shouldn't listen to people that say you should use two bead or one bead or whatever. Do whatever makes you comfortable, do whatever works for you. Just just be comfortable. It's an art, it's not a competition. Do whatever you feel comfortable with. So me, basically, I go on until I feel like it's okay. If I decide to use 4 bead on one nails, good for me. If I feel it's too much, I fell down. If I feel it's too small, I apply more acrylic to it. And so far so good. It has worked for me. That's my own way. I don't have a specific instruction to doing this. And when going over my critical area, as you can see from this video, I don't put my acrylic directly on my critical I don't put directly on my critical line. I put it below my critical line and just kind of push up and drag down. Like push it up a little bit and just drag down to blend it through. And if you have acrylic spilling all over your critical area, try and just clean it up as best as you can. This way you won't have to be over filing and you won't cause lifting in the nail. So when you're applying your acrylic on your cuticle, try also not to have too much liquid on your brush. Your brush shouldn't be too dry so your acrylic doesn't dry up quickly, and it shouldn't be too moist, if that makes sense. It shouldn't be too wet, and don't put too much acrylic on your cuticle side. You will just have to go around it, filing and filing, trying to reduce the amount of acrylic. Look at what I'm talking about. My brush was a bit too wet, was a bit too dry, and here we have it. It had already dried, the acrylic already dry even before I could set it. So just like I said, try not to make your brush too dry and don't make it too wet. It should just be in between, you know what I'm saying. And don't put too much acrylic around your critical area, because you would have to keep filing and filing and filing, and by the time you file so much, by the time your customer takes off the nails, there will be a kind of dents in the customer's natural nails, and you don't want that. That kind of ruins the nails. So put as little as possible, but make sure you're putting enough. As I said, for this particular acrylic, I had to, when I picked up my bead, I had to dry out some liquid from my brush on my paper towel, and also give it some time to kind of set, like I was showing you previously, kind of set, so I won't have issues applying. As you can see right now, when I was at the thumb, I kind of understood how the whole thing operated. Like I was kind of familiar with it, so I was able to flawlessly apply my acrylic on my nails, and it worked for me. At this point I was already loving it, but then just like I said again, when applying your acrylic around your critical area, make sure you don't apply it directly on your critical line, directly on your critical line, just a little bit below it. Then all you do is push towards the critical side and drag down to blend it with the other part of the nails, then you can apply more if the place is looking too flat, just like it's looking right now. And make sure you're putting as little acrylic as possible. You don't want that place built up with acrylic where you have to go over and over and over again filing it, causing damage to your nails or your customer nails. You don't want that.
All because of what I did on beats, baby. Life sweet, baby. I ain't stop, baby. You just go get ready, we go out, baby. Long time looking for the process. So for my filing, I like to go with this 2x1 cowbell beads I got on AliExpress. Very affordable. I don't remember how much it was, but it was very cheap, affordable. I think I got it for less than 8,000 naira. 8,000 naira, yes, I got it for less than 8,000 naira on AliExpress, and it was shipped to me pretty fast. I think it was shipped to me in 15 days or so. I can't remember, but it was good. So starting off, you want to go around your critical areas, gently filing from your right to your left. You don't want to stay on a particular area. So now, in case you see a particular lump or bump around there and you're trying to get rid of that bump, please don't focus on the particular bump and you're just filing and trying to remove that bump. It's going to cause the kind of reaction called burn. Like, it's, how do I explain this? You're going to, when there's too much tension on a particular part of the nails, it's going to burn your customer. That's the best way I can explain it. So you don't want to put so much focus on the side. You want to just go from left to right, gently going, taking your time to do that part, but you don't want to overfile it. So going in with my filing, I used my 80x80 grid file. This is a disposable 80x80 grid file. I got it also on AliExpress, very affordable. It was just the best. So I like to go underneath my nails first to straighten out the lines and remove any excess acrylic around the underneath. And then after I go underneath my nails, I like to go press my file to the side walls of my nails and just keep it flat on my nails and just file. I don't twist my hand in a certain angle. I put my hand straight and file. And for the under the top, as you can see, you just basically filing through. And baby girl, if you want to file, or baby boy, whoever you are, if you want to file, make sure you are filing with, make sure you have some muscle in your hand. You don't just, file it well, okay? Use your power to file. You know what I mean? So make sure you get rid of any excess bump, and trust me, once you start using 80x80 grid file, you will not go back to any other grid. Like, this is so far the best grid. It's the sharpest. You have to be very careful not to cut your customer's finger or skin, so you have to take your time. But so far it's the best. It gives you that crispy shape, that sharp shape. You know what I'm talking about. So like I said, you go, basically summary of filing, you go underneath the nails, you go to the side, and you file the top. Underneath the nails, the side and the top. It's that easy.
never falling. Why you making problems? I've been silent. Why you making problems? I'm a problem. Being rich is not my fault. On me, leave all of your things, yeah. You stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come on me, fly you out the breeze. Full speed, so pull it down to you. Speed post, baby, and make it beat. Waves in my ear, smoking weed. Been through the sand in the deep. All because of what I did on beats, baby. Life sweet, baby. I ain't stop, baby. You just go get ready, we go out, baby. Long time looking for the process. Had to bounce it.
I like to go underneath my nail with the same cover bead, just to, give it that shape, crisp shape. Why do I keep saying crispy? It's not the food. That crisp shape and any excess acrylic underneath the nails,
Full speed, sweet on Janine. Rolls Royce back in hidden gears. Bags full of $100 bills. Walking past your wife and she get chilled. All because of
So this is where we are. My nails are shaped, file buffed, and I like to go in with my alcohol pad just to remove those, those lines, those filing dust, so that when I'm applying my gel polish, it's does not interrupt me. Like I won't have to be I won't kind of have a rough work. I won't have lines all over my gel polish, and it just makes life easy so far. So just, it's either you wash your hand or you use your alcohol pad. So I'll be going with this blue. This blue is a self-mixed blue. I literally mixed my blue pigment color with my base gel together. Like I had a lot of pigment color and base gel. That's how I came about this blue, because the original blue that was there, it was finished, and nobody is ready to go and buy anything, so I just had to use my 2+2 to create something, and it actually worked well for me. Like this blue is very pigmented, although you need a lot of pigment powder to create this blue, but you get what you want. The blue is bluing, trust me. And to create that gin-like effect for my nail, denim jean or denim-like effect for my nail, I used this blue and a drop of black. Now that I'm watching this video and seeing all of these, I can tell you that the black I added was a bit too much, but don't worry, just trust the process. So just add a little bit of black to your blue and stir it together. It will kind of give you a dark navy blue look. We're going for that dark navy blue, not too dark, but it's okay. Dark navy blue, which you can see now. So another step is to take out a little bit of the dark navy blue and just set it aside to a corner. Just separate it. Take a little bit of the dark navy blue you've created and set it aside. So for the original dark navy blue you've created the first time, you're going to be using your white gel polish. Add a drop or a little bit of white gel polish to the dark navy blue you originally created and stir together. It's going to bring out a brighter navy blue, like a more brighter navy blue kind of look, which is what we are actually going for. We don't want it looking all dark and the way jeans are now. I don't know how to explain it, but it works. So you take your mixed color, the bright navy blue, and you're going to add a layer of that on your nails, to your design, your nails. And I applied about two layers of this gel polish to my nails. Yes, so I think I added about 2 or 3 layers of this gel polish so that the white the white effects or the nail color underneath won't be showing, and we don't want that to get like, just go about it. First layer, second layer, till you're convinced that it's totally covering the areas it's supposed to be covering. So then the next thing you're going to be doing is you're going to be taking some of this your dark navy blue, just a little bit of it, airbrush it, and you want to paint the top of your nails. Paint that place so that it can have a kind of dark vignette look, if that makes sense. The outer areas of the nails will be dark, kind of have this dark look. I don't know how to explain it, but just, you know what I'm saying, just do it, just take your dark navy blue and just add a little bit of it around the nails, the tips, the bottom of the nails, the top of the nails, just a little bit, not too much, not all over the nails, but just like you see, just like so. Yeah. And you're going to be repeating the same procedure for the rest of the nails.
Never falling, why you making problems? I've been silent, why you making problems? I'm a problem, being rich is not my Don't me, leave all of your things, yeah. You stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come on me, fly you out the breeze. Full speed, so full it belly, yeah. Speed post, baby, in Nikki Beach. Waves in my ass, smoking weed. Been through the sand in the G. All because of what I did on beats, baby. Life sweet, baby. I ain't stop, baby. You just go get ready, we go out, baby. Long time looking for the process. Andre had to bounce it. Come on me, leave all of your things, yeah. You stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come on me, fly you out the breeze. Full speed, so pull it belly, yeah. Come on me, leave all of your things, yeah. You stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come on me, fly you out the breeze. Full speed, sweet on Janine. Rolls Royce back in hidden gears. Bags full of $100 bills. Walking past your wife and she get chills. All because of how I kept it real. Like sleep, baby, on the G-Way.
One of my worst things to do as a nail tech is French tips. Like, I hate French tips, but I kind of can't escape them. It's like nail technicians or nail doing or whatever, and French tips just kind of go hand in hand, because I don't know, I just hate French tips. They're so hard to do. I guess some people think they're so simple. Like, French tips, just some days they are good, some days
like me and friend tips, my relationship with friend tips is kind of a love and hate relationship, because some days they are perfect, some other days it's like, oh my god, like somebody is doing them, Abby is doing it. So I don't even bother myself, like whether they look right or not. As long as it looks right to me, I'm good. I don't even bother myself again. It's so stressful because I'm kind of a perfectionist, and I like everything looking accurate, looking good. And friend tips is not even my friend, because I will have to erase and start all over again. Like, do you know how many times that I did this friend tips and the other one at the middle finger? Like I erased and started over again. Like, I think this was like my fourth time, but I just couldn't do it. I just had to go along with what I had. So we've gotten to the fun part. So what you're going to be doing right now is you're going to take in a little bit of white and putting it on your palette or your foil or wherever you want to place your whites, on your table, I don't care, just place it wherever. Then you're going to be getting a little bit of foam. You can get foam from anywhere, literally in Nigeria. You can get foam anywhere. I don't know where you are at, what country, but just get a foam. It's a lot easier. The foam has a kind of texture. So you're going to tap in your foam into your white gel polish just a little bit, and taking a little bit of it and applying it on your nails. Right now, what I placed there was a bit too much. It was a bit too much, but I blended it in. So you are going to be taking just a little bit of white on your foam so that you don't have to spend so much time blending in. Just take a little bit of white on your foam and blending in just the middle. Make sure you don't spread it around. Just blend the middle of the nails. Don't spread it to wherever. You know what I'm saying? Just dap the middle, keep dapping the middle and till it gives that effect. Right now it's already looking like the whole nails is already coming into place, and right now, as you can see right here, I kind of spread, will I say spreaded? Is that a word? But I kind of moved the white all over the nails, and it was good, but it wasn't so good. And I ended up wiping off the old nails and doing it all over again because it wasn't looking it. So I wiped off the old nails and started over again. So this time I took my white and just dapped it in the middle of the nails alone. So that's what it is. And for your design to look more accurate, just like what she did in her own post, she had a little bit of white thread on the design, around the design, and trust me, by the time I added this white thread on my design, the whole thing started making sense. Like, he literally started making sense to me. When I was looking at my nails, it was looking like I was wearing bomb shirts on my nails. It was so fine. Like, I couldn't even believe I was able to pull that off. And funny enough, I didn't even see any tutorial on how to go about it. It was after creating this video that she created a tutorial on her own page, and I was like, not so bad. I'm kind of close. I'm kind of close to what she did. And I literally had to stare at the video. I had to watch the video for a whole 2 days. I kept on looking and thinking of how I'm going to create this design. And guys, that's another tip. If you see a design that seems hard, don't be quick to just jump into it and start recreating. Take your time to watch a video of it or look at the picture. Try to break the design into small pieces kind of thinking of, okay, what did they do first? What was the first step they took? What was the next step they took? And that way you'll be able to figure out how they were able to achieve the look they achieved.
Never falling, why you making problems? I've been silent, why you making problems? I'm a problem, being rich is not my on me. Leave all of your things, yeah. You stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come on me, fly you out the breeze. Full speed, so full of belly. Speed post, baby, in Nicky Beach. Waves in my ass, smoking weed. Been through the sand in the G. All because of what I did on beats, baby. Life sweet, baby. I ain't stop, baby. You just go get ready, we go out, baby. Long time looking for the process. Andre had to bounce it. Come on me, leave all of your things, yeah. You stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come on me, fly you out the breeze. Full speed, so bullet belly. Come on me, leave all of your things, yeah. You stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah.
These nails are so fine, they are so pretty. Like, this, I don't know, it was just looking like I was wearing jeans on my fingernails, and it was absolutely stunning. So I went over with my matte top coats. Guys, just in case you don't want the remaining bottle of your top coat, whatever top coat you're using, after applying it on your nails, and you don't want it to be affected, I don't want the remaining bottle to be affected with the color that is on the bristles of the brush. So what you do is, you, after applying it on your nails, you're just going to clean it on your paper towel. Just wipe it off on your paper towel, then dip it back into the bottle, then go ahead with it. That way you're able to maintain you're maintaining your brush and also the content of your bottle. So for the index finger, or the third or for index finger, I call it an index finger, I don't know. What she did was she used jean thread and to give it that jean like effect, 3D jean like effect. So you're gonna take in one of your old jeans or your new jeans. This was actually my favorite jeans that I tore just for these nails, anything for the nails that I tore. And you're going to generously take a little bit of your gel, hard gel or builder gel. I bought this builder gel on AliExpress, and trust me, it has been a lifesaver. You can either use glue for this process, or you can use a builder gel. So you're going to placing your builder gel directly to the areas where you want to be placing your jean thread, and you are going to be placing a generous amount of whatever it is you're using, glue or builder gel, whatever it is, so your thread won't end up pulling off that same day or whenever it sticks. So you're going to be placing your thread to the exact position you want it to be facing. At this point, you're going to be taking your time. There's no point in rushing. Like, you're literally almost done with the nails, and there's no point in rushing it. So just take your time. If it's possible for you to put the thread one thread at a time, good. If you cannot, make sure you place enough liquid, enough glue, enough gel, builder gel or hard gel, whatever gel you're using on the nails, then placing it, making sure your jean threads are properly tacked on or stuck on the nails.
if that makes sense.
You stop it, Gucci, stop it, Louis V, yeah. On me, fly you up the breeze. Full speed, so fully belly. Never falling, why you making problems? I've been silent, why you making problems? I'm a problem, being rich is not my on me. Leave all of your things, yeah. You stop it, Gucci, stop it, Louis V, yeah. On me, fly you out the breeze. Full speed, so fully belly, yeah. Speed post, baby, and make it beat. Waves in my head, smoking weed. Been through the sand in the teeth. All because
So after we have the jean 3D effects going on, at the top of the finger she kind of puts this little chain on it, which I absolutely felt it was so cute. It gave its own kind of unique look to the old design. Like it was just something fresh out of the box, and I actually really liked it. So I decided to recreate the same thing. And yeah, I also got these chains. It's a set of chains, different colors in a pack. On AliExpress, I got it for about 1,000 something, very cheap. And I also got to Nigeria very quickly. So you're going to be going all over the side you want your chain to adhere to with the same glue or builder gel, whichever you're using. I don't have a glue, my glue got finished, so I decided to improvise with my builder gel, which is also very good. So I applied my builder gel, placed my chain, and I used my tweezers to kind of place them in the proper shape so it doesn't kind of destroys my French tips design. um it was stressful, I won't lie, because the whole thing kept on moving and moving. And for my index finger, I kind of used a cross on ours, but I don't have that particular charm. So I thought of something different to do. I thought of, okay, why don't I go ahead and use another type of chain, not the exact type I used the first one. I used a different type of chain to it, and I have this type of this chain hook. I kind of have this chain hook. I also bought a pack of 100 of it. I don't know why I bought all those things. I know when I first started buying my nail products, I just bought a bunch of things that I wasn't even sure I was going to use. I just bought a lot. I think I spent in total over almost I spent about $500 plus on nail supplies. I just kept on buying and buying for the future, and it kind of, I won't advise you to do that, and I also advise you to do that because right now I have these materials. I don't need to go and spend money buying these materials. I already have them laying around, but then it's kind of a waste of money because you might not end up using some of these products and it's just there rotting in your wardrobe and nobody's using them. Money wasted, time wasted, resources wasted. Yeah, still have a lot of products that I have not even touched. Well, one day we'll use them. So I got the chain hook, which you will see right now. I got it on AliExpress. I also bought it for cheap. It was very cheap. It's a combination of different colors, which is very pretty. Each box has about 100 pieces of chain hook, which I know in the next 10 years I won't finish using them because they are quite a lot and I don't even use them a lot. So I kind of struggled applying putting in the chain and the hook.
It was a bit stressful. I don't know why, but maybe it's because I didn't have the proper tools for it. I was using my hand, but I made it work either ways, and it came out very nice. Came out perfect.
Never falling, why you making problems? I've been silent, why you making problems? I'm a problem, being rich is not my on me. Leave all of your things, yeah. You stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come on me, fly you out the breeze. Full speed, so full of Paris. Speed post, baby, in Nikki Beach. Waves in my ass, smoking weed. Been through the sand in the deep. All because of what I did on beats, baby. Life sweet, baby. I ain't stop, baby. You just go get ready, we go out, baby. Long time.
So this is where we are at. This is the finished look. It was actually very pretty. Like, I took pictures, I took videos of this picture. Like, this recreation was very nice. I was proud of myself that I was able to pull this through, and yeah, it came out nice. And shout out to the original creator, Stiletto in a Coffin. Her nails are beautiful.
Full speed, sweet on Janine. Rolls Royce, baby, in hidden gears. Bags full of honey.